everyone, welcome back to What's Sewing On. Today I'm going to show you how I did my hair like this, even though no one asked. I'm also wearing a very nice flowy robe that I'm obsessed with, and I thought this would be the perfect video to showcase this beautiful thrifted robe. Basically, for the last 5 years, I've stopped using blow dryers, I've stopped using curling irons. I just try not to use heat on my hair. Basically, what I do with wet hair before bed, I just put it in 2 French twists to get a nice kind of mermaid hair. But I need a haircut really bad. The bottom with my layers is getting really thin. So I find my French twists are actually getting really small around the bottom and they almost look like a corkscrew. So I wanted to make something that really evens out the curl, and I think I did it. So I made this really weird thing. It's a 3-inch tube filled with polyfill, and basically I just use this to put on my hair, curl around it, and then it turned out like this today. It took me no time at all, and obviously it worked out really well. I find it looks like a curling iron that did it, but it wasn't. It was this thing. I'm going to put some timestamps in the description below, so if you want to know how to make your own, you can go check out that. If you want to skip ahead to see how I wrapped around this, I've also seen that you can just use a terry cloth robe, the tie, and use that as well. So if you don't want to make one, but you do want to do something like this, you can always use something like that. So you can check in the description for that timestamp for how I wrap the hair. So let's get started and I will show you how to make this really weird, awkward thing. For the tube, I'm just using this scrap piece of satin fabric. It's polyester. I think I may have just bought it like this. I could be from another project. I really have no memory of it, but it's honestly the perfect length. There's not much here, and all the extra I'm probably just going to turn into a scrunchie anyways, so it's working out really great. For the length, you're just going to have to measure out your own hair and see how long you want to make your tube. Mine is, as some would say, pretty long, so I'm going to actually just take 2 of these pieces, sew them together, and have that for the length. For the width, I've decided to go with 4 inches because I think I want a 3-inch barrel, and that will give me a 1/2 inch for seam allowance. Now I'm going to take my 2 strips of fabric, put right sides together, and I'm just going to sew right along the middle line. This is to connect it to make one long tube. Then you're going to want to give everything a good press, fold it in half with right sides together, and then sew along that raw edge. Once that's done, flip everything inside out, and then I gave mine a really good press. Now for the stuffing, I'm just using this polyfill bag. It was brand new. I got it while thrifting for $3.99. It's for teddy bears and pillows. I'm just gonna pull chunks, take a flat pencil, and then just stuff it right in there. Basically, I'm just going for bigger than a breakfast sausage and smaller than a bratwurst. And yes, I had to look up both for this analogy. When I was happy with the stuffing, I sewed both edges closed. Honestly, I could have done this nicer with a slip stitch, but I just kept thinking if anyone else was going to find this, they'd probably have other questions than why aren't the edges done nicely? Right, this is my tube. So basically all I'm going to do is just stick this in the middle of my head. Take a bobby pin, actually I'll probably use 2 bobby pins, and just secure it so it doesn't move. Beautiful. So I've split my hair into 2 sections on either side. So I'm going to start with this side. So I'm going to start at the top of my hair and just take a section. And then split that in half. And then I'm just going to put the tube right down the middle and twist it with the front strand going into the back and the back strand coming to the front. Then I'm going to twist it basically the same way underneath around, not too tight because I want to make sure that I don't squish the tube. So just twist it from behind. And now I'm going to grab 2 more sections and keep it split. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Take the front section, wrap it around, take the back section and pull it forward, and then wrap it underneath. And then I'm just going to keep doing that. So again, taking a section, making sure I separate it. Taking the front section, wrapping it over, and bringing the back section under. And then twist it underneath. And then once you get all the hair on that side, just continue to twist it in the front and then twist it in the back all the way down. Until you get to the very end. And then I'm going to take an elastic and just secure that into place. And now for the other side. I can see that my bobby pins did absolutely nothing. So start by sectioning a bit of the top. Move my mirror to the other side. And 2 with the tube in the middle. And then wrap the front top piece to the back and bring the back forward. And then also cross them underneath. Then take another section and add it to those 2. So pretty. Freaking split my nail and my hair keeps getting caught in it. I forgot to mention I actually didn't put any product or anything in my hair. I don't normally, but I think I do want to try it with some setting spray or something eventually. But for this one, I just want to see if I don't put any product, how it works. But if you wanted to put setting spray or some kind of mousse or something like that, feel free. My hair just doesn't really need it usually, so we'll see how this works. So I think for bed, I'm actually going to wrap it up into a hair scarf. I don't know what it would be like to sleep like this. It might be fine, but I think I just want it more secured, and I also just don't want to walk around the house like this. So I think putting it up into a headscarf will probably make me look less crazy to my neighbors. So I'm gonna go let this sit overnight, and I will see everybody back in the morning. Got a nice little curl happening down here. So I'm just gonna take it out. It's been sitting all night. You can probably hear Farley panting in the background. Oh, yeah. Just fluff it out a bit. Wow. That looks just like a curling iron. So it definitely evened out the curls at the bottom. It doesn't look like little corkscrews anymore. I like how there are some that are going forward and some going back. So it just makes it look more like a evened out curl, I guess. And it also, since they are going different directions, they're probably not going to wrap around each other as much. There's definitely some volume there. So this, wow, yeah, so it worked. It's a lot bigger than I normally have, but it's what I wanted, so I can't, I'm actually shocked. I was hoping it was gonna work out, but like, this worked. This definitely worked out. I can't believe it. Well, I can believe it because it did dry like this. So I'm interested to see how long the curls stay. I'm obviously not going to have time to check back in, but I will definitely update in my description how long they last for. I'll even update the following day after like sleeping on it to see if they're still as big, but it worked. This is definitely something I'll be doing. It was super easy to put in. It was insanely, I just spilled my coffee everywhere. Why? Wonderful. Guess I'll be adding laundry to my list of things I need to do today, but at least my hair will look so nice for it since I have nothing else to do. Now my light fell. Serenity now. It was super easy to make this. It was really easy to put in, and honestly sleeping with it wasn't an issue at all, even putting it up. It's very squishy, so I didn't really notice it that much. It wasn't any different. Actually, it was a lot easier to sleep in than whenever I've done foam rollers, especially with the plastic. But I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I'm really excited that I have this really weird thing now. But I will be using it a lot more because I think the curls turned out really nice. I'm excited to see how they turn out and how they fare throughout the day and overnight. So I will definitely update my description for that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and I hope you subscribe. I will see everybody on Tuesday for my next video.